Brother lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are talking Arsenal 1, Watford 1, behind closed doors. Our preseason campaign has officially started today at the London Colony as Arsenal drew 1-0 with Watford. I don't know why we play Watford a lot of the time during preseason, but again, we never beat them actually. Again, we have shared a 1-1 draw with Watford at the London Colony this evening. The Arsenal website has confirmed that. Mikel Arteta decided to go with a second team and a few first team players as well played in this game, but not very many. We're going to be diving into both starting 11s for the first half and the second half. But I tell you what, football is back. Arsenal are back, and we are back with at least a 1-0 draw. Marquinhos on target. Hit the like button, subscribe to the podcast as well. I'll be bringing you all the results and of course all the live action from all the games that we're gonna play this this summer in this preseason. Man United, Barcelona, the America All Stars team as well. I'll be bringing you all the action right on the channel. Now, Mikel Arteta has decided to go with a very changed 11 when it comes to what you would have expected as or what we know as the regular Arsenal starting 11. Arthur Okonkwo, our third choice goalkeeper, has been in goal. Benjamin White started the game. Gabriel Magalhaes started the game. Rob Holding played as well. Cedric Soares played. Miles Lewis played as well. Leandro Trossard, Reece Nelson, Mauro Bandera, Gabriel Jesus, and Aiden Nketiah. That was our starting 11. You know, you could see there's so many changes there. You could see there is a lot of tinkering. Reece Nelson and Leandro Trossard, starting, and then Gabriel Jesus and Aiden Nketiah as well, starting. Looks like the team didn't have as many midfielders as we are likely and probable to play with next season. Now, in the second half, Mikel Arteta did 9 changes to the starting 11. James Wilson came in. Marquinhos was introduced. He eventually scored. Micah Berth also was introduced in the second half. Mario Cossy Dewberry was introduced. Jimmy Gowa was introduced. Jack Henry Francis, Alex Kirk, Brooke Norton-Caffey, one of my boys. I really love Brooke Norton-Caffey. He's one of the best players in that Arsenal academy. Ethan Nwaneri, with the boy who has just signed a new scholarship at Arsenal, has also played in this game. Ismail Olan Mohammed Mohand has actually played in that game. Just to be clear, Charles Sergio Jr. has played. Lino Sousa has played, and Real Waters has also played in this game. So that is the first 11, which was Arthur Okonkwo, Ben White, Gabriel, Rob Holding, Cedric, Miles Lewis, Skelly, Leandro Trossard, Reece Nelson, Mauro Bandera, Gabriel Jesus, and Aiden Nketiah. And in the second half, Mikel Arteta decided to make changes to the starting 11, and those are the substitutions that the manager did actually go with. So we've drawn 1-1. Watford actually played, scored first in the first half, but Arsenal equalized 10 minutes after the restart in the second half, a goal that actually happened through Marquinhos. Now, I think, let's start here, right? Let's start here. It's very good to be back. It's absolutely wonderful to be back. Like, the reason why I miss Arsenal, and I know you people do, and so many people actually, especially Arsenal fans, the reason why we miss Arsenal, and when we play these games, probably it's not for the excitement, doesn't bring that, excitement, that enthusiasm that you want to have as a fan, but it just announces the return. Now, the team will be back on the 12th of August. That is for our first Premier League game, but I think our first major game will come on the 6th of August. So today is the 8th. Sorry, is the 8th of July. So we are 1 month. We are exactly 30 days away from kickoff. We have exactly 30 days away from the big Community Shield game. And for me, if you play the Community Shield game, your season has literally started. So it feels to be good to be back. In the next game, I reckon we will see some bigger names in there. We'll see the likes of Kai Havertz maybe play. Kai Havertz has had his first training with Arsenal today. We'll see the likes of Martin Odegaard involved and more and more and more. But at the moment, what I can confirm is that players who played for their nations or on international duty, so you don't expect the likes of Odegaard, you don't expect the likes of Saka, they didn't play in this game, and players who have been on injury, or those that are actually coming back from injury, also didn't play in this game. So we are expecting them at least on the 13th of this month when we play Nuremberg, FC Nuremberg. Or actually Nürnberg, if just to clarify. So we will play FC Nürnberg on the 13th of this month, and then after that we will take on the likes of Barcelona, Man United, and the MLS All-Star team. So that's when we expect most of these players to actually feature. That's when we expect Mikel Arteta to start putting together his stronger and stronger 11. But it feels very good to be back. It feels special to be back. Just to hear that Arsenal played the game, just to hear that the boys were in action, it just gives me a lot of optimism that we are very close to seeing Arsenal yet again. Now, a 1-1 draw is not a bad result in my opinion. When you compare to when you look at the team that we actually played, it's not a bad result at all. Now, some of the players that have actually played in this game could be leaving. I think Rob Holding could leave, to be honest. We might see Rob Holding leaving Arsenal. We might see the likes of Cedric Soares leaving Arsenal as well. Edin Ketia could be out of the door. And even the goal scorer himself, the young man, could be leaving as well, right? I really reckon that Marquinhos could go out on loan, and it's going to be such a special player. But a 1-1 draw, when you're coming back from the holidays, everyone has been away from football, everything has been looking very different, and then you come and then you get a result. It's not a bad one. Like, it is, I will take any result apart from a loss. Like, I hate losses. I hate it when Arsenal lose a game. But a 1-1 draw, positive result. Like, that's a very good starting point. And I hope we can actually build on that. Like I said, many of the boys did not play, and the team was dominated by the second team. Mikel Arteta, I think it's one of the things he has to work on, and it's one of the things that we are going to see more and more down the road as during his career as an Arsenal manager. We are going to see many players right from the under-23s, from the Arsenal Academy, promoted into the first team. Now, he's given Ethan Nwaneri his debut with the senior squad. Apart from that, look, he played Charlie Patino as well. I think it was an FA Cup or Carling Cup game where Charlie Patino came on and scored, okay? But as a manager, Mikel needs to do better when it comes to raising the standards of these young, players, giving them a chance, because they really do deserve a chance. And as an academy, it makes Arsenal a lot of money. It will make Arsenal a lot of money, especially during those times where we're going to be very successful. We will be able to sell our players at a very high fee. So he's played over 20 youngsters in this game. That is promising. That is very promising for me, for Mikel Arteta. One thing I wanted us to talk about is Marquinhos. And Marquinhos is a special talent. If you remember this season, last season actually, Marquinhos' debut in the Europa League, Marquinhos scored on his debut. I think we were in Zurich. Right? We're playing against FC Zurich. And he scored. He scored on his debut. And it's one of the things that you've got to ask yourself and look at him and realize there is talent there. There is a good player in there, in Marquinhos. Like, he gives you the Gabriel Martinelli vibes. When Martinelli played for Arsenal first, he literally scored in each and every single game that he played for. That played in for Arsenal. And that is Marquinhos for me. That is the kind of, talent we are seeing in Marquinhos a kind of guy that loves scoring, a kind of guy that gets into very good positions. He's very young. He's very, very confident. So if Arsenal can capitalize on the performances of such a young lad, it's actually going to make it's a very, very good example to the young players in the academy. And I think I think we brought him to replace the young lad who had gone to Chelsea. I think that was I was gonna say Omar Rekik, but it is not Omar Rekik. Omar Hutchinson, right? So Omar Hutchinson goes to Chelsea. There is a void left there, and when Marquinhos is actually brought in, he's despicable. He's a very, very good player, and it's not about his flair. It's not about his ability to do the interesting tricks on the ball. It's his ability actually to be direct, just like Martinelli. He's a mature boy. He's like a mature head on very, very young shoulders. So again, Marquinhos scored in this game just to make sure that Arsenal did get a point. So that is our first game, and we'll be talking much about the games to come, the bigger games. So we expect the 11 to be much better. Yeah. I'll see you right in the next one. Hit the like button for me, and cheers.